What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? So it's Gibboeire here. So, since we last left off, we just fiddled around with a couple of the farms over there, so we actually expanded on them one, and since I stopped recording, I decided to add just one more on, just, kind of, get things going a bit faster. Um, Chickens are pretty much still the same as they were. I kind of flattened this out a little bit more, because again, when I get rid of this and that, it's going to be a bit easier to do that now once this kind of layer here is gone. We want that a bit smaller. We have our roof finished on the house, which is great. And what I'm basically just doing at the moment is I'm waiting for some chicken to finish. So we got some snacks, lovely stuff, and we are going to go sploring once more. So I didn't do this last time, but I reckon I'm going to do it this time just to kind of show people who may be relatively new what we should do when we go exploring. So a good thing to do is just kind of pop a torch down every now and again. And as long as you're doing this, you should be able to follow we'll go around, I guess. You should be able to follow a trail of torches home, and you should be able to figure your way out. Now, the other way of doing it, and the far more accurate way of doing this, would be to look at your coordinates and look at your coordinates often. And in doing so, it would allow you to always find where you were in relation to what you're actually looking at. Nope, nope. So as long as you follow this trail of torches, you get home. But if you actually press F3, and as you can see, that brings up the coordinates and all that correct there. When you press F3, you can bring up the coordinates straight away, and then you can just get away. This isn't where we were, was it? No. It's near here, though, from what I remember. Some people have a really good sense of direction in Minecraft and are able to just kind of find their way around. I'm not one of those people. That's where we were. Okay, so we'll pop another one here. So now, when it comes nighttime, and I'll try and come out when it is... I did it again. I'll try and come out when it is nighttime, so that way we can kind of see this in effect, but this is where we were in. Lovely cave that it is. Scary place. Yeah, we have all this lit up. So we might want to... Oh, there's a bit of coal straight away. So anyway, the plan for the day is we're going to get some more resources and stuff like that. Again, we're running out of coal pretty fast. Or, sorry, well, we are running out of coal. But we're running out of cobblestone pretty fast. So we want to try and secure a bit more cobble as we go along. So we're just going to tip away on getting more resources, get stuck into that. And once we kind of... have ourselves set up in a pretty comfortable position. Sorry, I'm just doing something on my phone here. I'll try and multitask. There we go. Once we have this kind of set up a bit better, so that way we can kind of maintain ourselves a bit better on this map, we'll go from there and kind of figure out stuff a bit better. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll try and make the entrance of this a bit neater anyway, so that way it's easier to get in. So we might just we need sand anyway. So oh dear, we don't need that much sand. Okay, let me think. Dirt. So what we are going to do is we're going to just block this up a wee bit better. So that way it's not as disturbing for us. So we were going to need sand anyway, so, and this stuff kind of looks, a bit woeful as is, so we'll just take it from here. So that way we got a bit of a better entrance into our mine. You remember me telling you I got a bit lost and stuff like that, and there was a bit of a panic mode as kind of things fell apart. Where did I pop out? What about around here somewhere? Oh cool, look at this little cave. This is pretty cool. Woo! How deep is this? That goes all the way through. Okay. Oh, there's another cave over there. I'm getting distracted. We need to come back. There's so much stuff to explore. I can see that coal. I'm ignoring it because coal isn't really a massive priority for me right now. So this is where we came from and all that type of crack. So what we want to do is we kind of want to just kind of secure a nice safe entrance. That way there's only one way in. Mobs won't really spawn so much. And it won't give us a bad time. So I'm going to get rid of a couple of these trees and stuff like that. And just to kind of clear a bit of space, so that way we've kind of safer way of getting in and out as we're kind of coming to and fro. And again, you can see we've got our nice little trail of torches, so we know how to get home if we need to. I wouldn't normally do that myself. I just kind of wing it. You get used to doing that after a while. It's not the best idea, if I'm honest. So what the plan is, I will fill this in, so that way it is a bit neater. Boom, boom, lovely. And now, we've got our torches there that are kind of showing us the way home and all that type of crack. But you know what, we can make life a bit easier. We can just come in this way. And, we're going to get a bit more dirt by doing this in the process, which is something we need. You never have enough dirt. So, what we're going to do is we'll get these resources. And then the plan for the next episode would be we'll go fetch ourselves some cows and set up a kind of bit of a neater farm. And we can get rid of you, I reckon. Yeah. Sure, why not? Okay, so, give me that, and that. Yeah, saplings for days. Okay, So, now that we have a nice kind of neat entrance into our cave, kind of being the operative word in that statement, we can start caving. Boom. Yeah, boom. Oh yeah, because no, I didn't think this through. This doesn't look that neat. We'll make this a bit bigger. I don't want to trigger anybody's claustrophobia. Boom. Boom, boom. Bang. No. Ugh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Nailed it. Okay, so if I am not mistaken, I am mistaken. I'm very mistaken. The entrance to this cave is over here. Why did I think that went over there? I have that in my head for some reason. Oh, it's over here. Okay, right. I may have done this wrong. Where does this go? This is it. What am I thinking? Or is it up here? What? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, should you know what? We'll just steam on ahead. No, that's the end of that. We'll just steam on ahead with this, so. Seems as we're pretty much committed at this stage. I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna get rid of this as well because I need cobble, so it's good to get it while we're here. Anyway, the plan being will be to kidnap a cow, or two, probably two, as many as we can really. It'll just be, increase the efficiency of the speed at which we're able to create this farm. And once we get them kind of back, we can start working away on getting a cow kind of numbers up to a decent level. Once the cow levels are up to a decent level and stuff like that, we'll kind of basically have like an infinite food supply, and in conjunction with the wheat farm and all that stuff, we'll just block this in so that way nothing decides to drop in on the party. So once we have our kind of like our cows all kind of levels up to a nice level and stuff like that, we can maintain like a near constant food supply. It will basically be infinite in conjunction with the wheat farm. I've said that already, I know, but I'm trying to go back in my memory here if you're wondering. I'm trying to retrace my thoughts as to what the plan was, what I was going to say. That's what it was going to be. That gives us our source of leather. It means that we can start getting, working our way towards books and stuff like that. I'll get a sugarcane farm and that on the go as well. And once we have all of that, we're pretty much golden. We'll go into the nether and we'll start having a wither wander around there and see if we can find a fortress. Now, fortresses have always been a bit hit or miss with me. Sometimes I find them, sometimes I don't. The last world I spawned, it's on my laptop. I don't know if there'd be a way to port that over to my computer. I'm sure there'll be a way of copying the file or something like that. And if that's the case, I would absolutely love to do that because that's actually quite a good world. I was happy with that one. Yeah, this is a bit safer. So now all we've done basically is we're just making like a route in here that isn't, terrifying and stuff isn't going to attack us, and it means we're just a little bit more streamlined in how we can actually come in. It doesn't do anything for the mining or anything like that, but it's aesthetically pleasing and it just makes life easier, and you always want to make things easy when possible. I'm not saying shirk away from challenges, but I'm saying you want to make stuff easy whenever possible in this game anyway, at least, because you'll continue to enjoy it. So this is where I ran like a coward that way because a skeleton spawned here and I had only half a heart, and I mined my way up, and it's kind of good that you don't see that footage because it's terrible. It's pretty woeful and it took a while, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That's not on the wall, is it? No, good. Oh, that one is. Oh, so basically we're going to keep lighting this biznatch up as we go down, and we're going to continue exploring and see how much further we can get. So be generous with the torches. I love it when we get to a dead end because I don't have to worry about this tunnel anymore. Be generous with the torches. You can always make more. Coal is in abundance. It's never something that you're going to run out of. I've yet to come across a game where I was a bit tight on coal. Maybe at the start and stuff like that, but kind of late game and stuff like that. With the likes of Fortune and those enchants and stuff like that, like you're never really going to run out of coal, and there's always more terrain generation. And you've got charcoal and stuff like that if you need. So there's nothing really to worry about. Oh yeah, let's go. No. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to back away, and I'm going to try and get saturated with food. So that way I have my regen. Oh. So that way I have my regen. And I'm going to take out my axe, because, axes are badass. Axes do a lot of damage on a single target. They're slower, which can be a bit of a negative Nancy disadvantage, I guess, but they, the Assassin's Creed skills here. I hate that game. I don't hate it. It's fun, but it's just it gets lorm. It gets lorm after a while. Here we go. Coal. This is what I mean. You're always gonna find more coal. So be generous with the torches. Light everything up. I think the light level has to be above, 9. No, I want this so I can make a spade. Just real quick. There we go. Boom. And then we can do 2 more torches as well. Sure, why not? Over here. Keep it going. Yeah, Assassin's Creed was a pretty good game. It's not necessarily one that I'd play often. I can't remember which one I had. I had Brotherhood or something like that, or I don't know. I remember it being pretty fun, but the problem is once you kind of done one thing on it, it's pretty much the same every time, like rinse and repeat. Go find a guy, kill him, run away. Find a guy, kill him, run away. The old kind of parkour thing across the buildings and stuff like that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that end of things. But again, it's something that after a while it gets pretty old. And what I've found with Assassin's Creed games is that once you've played one, you've kind of played them all. It's kind of like FIFA. You want to buy one every kind of like 10 years because they might have added maybe 1 or 2 small little tiny differences in at that stage other than player names and jerseys and graphics. I'm not a big FIFA fan myself. I think I bought one back in like 2002. Would have been on my PlayStation 2. Jesus, that's going back a while. Yeah, let me light this up. So this kept going, didn't it? It did. Yeah. Okay. Oh, how did he not see us? Oh, screw him. So we got him. Whoa! The sprint. What was that? The side steps. So we'll keep going here. Let's see what else we can find. I think we're heading upwards, unfortunately, which is not really ideal. We want to be heading downwards. We want to get down to the nitty gritty and try and find diamonds. The sooner we find diamonds, the sooner we can kind of start looking at getting obsidian and kind of really good enchants and stuff like that. No. I said no. You didn't listen. And maybe if you had listened, we would have been all right there. But, okay, so this is the end of this cave, and it comes out in a really big hole. Ooh. So we're gonna run away from this because we don't want to deal with that right now. We'll just light this stuff up so that way nothing really spawns in here. So yeah, light levels. We'll talk about that real quick for a little while. So if you're new to this game and you're kind of wondering why is there stuff spawning all over me, monsters spawn in dark blocks. So anything, I think it's a light level 8 or below. You can check the wiki. You're probably better off doing that than listening to me talking about that. In fact, if you're ever confused about that, don't look at videos on it. Check the wiki. It's easier. Learn to read. Now, learn to read yourself, not just learn to read in general. Jesus, I forgot the rest of that sentence. Yeah, but like lighting stuff up and being generous with your torches prevents all that type of carry on from happening, and it just kind of reduces the amount of bad news bears times you're going to have as you're playing through the game. So be generous with the torches. That's the moral of the story. So we haven't really found out much. I know there's a cube of iron and stuff like that behind me. I'm going to grab that now in a second. We'll get that on the go, and again, this game it juggles between resource gathering, construction, building things, and then more resource gathering, and like there's progression in terms of there's like the wither, the end dragon, and stuff like that. But like really, it's what you make of it, and that's what makes this a great game. Is that like you can basically be doing whatever you want, and that's what makes it fun. So our plan, anyway. Jesus, that just kept going. I don't want to deal with gravel. Gravel can be a bit irritating at times as well. And you have to be careful around it because you can suffocate yourself with it. I knew a guy and... Yeah, like that. That's exactly what we wouldn't want to happen. So the trick for dealing with gravel is to use torches under it. There's my alarm going, so I'm going to end it here, folks. I know we didn't really get much done again today. And you know what? I think pretty much all these videos are going to be like this, and I'm okay with that. It's just kind of a charted progression of what I do as I go through this world. And you know what, I'll probably get better with editing and stuff like that as I get through it. And if I actually see that people are watching them, then I'll probably invest in editing software and try and make these look good. Anyway, take it handy, folks. Have a good one. Beep beep.